Same thing in North Carolina. There's been so much money spent in this race, and yet Kay Hagan's still 2, 3, 4 points ahead in most polls.
Yeah, as we've gotten more polls in the last couple of weeks, there's been, I think, one poll that showed Tillis ahead, maybe one tied. But you look at them all, and she, as you said, it's not a big lead, but it's really, really consistent. It's been over months. I think it's one of those things, as you say, if it does turn out, which I don't expect, to be really kind of a blowout, and you have, Republicans winning, 8, 9 seats, it's because someone like Kay Hagan goes down.
Yeah.
But the polls just don't show it. I think that would be a big surprise.
I'm very skeptical
about that race.
Yeah.
That margin is more impressive than it looks because there's a libertarian candidate, a pizza delivery guy, who's getting he's getting 5 and 6%.
Oh, really?
So the undecided is really, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. The undecided down there is only about 5%.
Yeah, it's really small. It's really small.
Yeah, I'm always skeptical when people in Manhattan or New York, where I've lived for the majority of my life now, but when people in Manhattan and New York go, oh, this candidate's going to lose because a legislature went too far to the right, they're way too conservative. I will say in this race, having a state senator that was in North Carolina when North Carolina went very conservative, I'm talking about went very, very conservative after 2010 and did a lot of things that moved further right than a purple state like North Carolina would. I do think that is a real drag on him. And I do think that is making a lot of moderate Republicans, a lot of conservative Democrats who always vote Republican in presidential elections going, you know what, that legislature, that governor went too far right. Well, I don't know if I want him to be my
It's bringing out the African-American vote, too, to a much greater extent than might happen in the
It's not just the lurch to the right, either. It's that legislature has looked extremely dysfunctional.
Right.
And so it's kind of, in a funny way, it's kind of come down to a question in that race of who do voters dislike more? Their member of Congress in this horribly dysfunctional Congress, or they're really dysfunctional.